Hey there, Dragos here. And today I want to talk with you about the concept of love. And when I say this, I don't refer to the usual love that we have in our day-to-day life, or we see on in every movies, in every series, in every like love story or whatever. Because that type of love, it's what I would call chemical love or conditional love. Because most of this, whenever you fall in love, it's actually like you get hormonally addicted to the other person. This is what basically falling in love is. And it's normal, it's a part of our life. And also we have this part of conditional love, which most of the people have, because conditional love is I will love you if, and then comes up the condition, and if you satisfy it, then you get my quote unquote love. And I see this most of the time as a business, not as a love, because business works the same way. Like you do something for me and I do something for you in exchange. And instead of calling it a business, we call it love, because we don't see the difference. We are mesmerized by this belief that love is something more than this. Unconditional love is just business in my perspective. However, what I want to talk with you about today is about unconditional love or universal love, or that type of love that it comes from the heart and is not bound to anything. Is not attached to anything. It's because most of the love that we have in our society is I love you if you're this, this, and this. And it's very limited, because once that person goes out of the boundaries, or out of the boundaries that we set, instantly that quote unquote love transforms into hate, and it's like suddenly now you're bipolar or something like that, because you switch very fast between you're loving that person and hating that person. And yeah, that is conditional love. Okay, it makes complete sense when you think about it. However, I want to talk about the unconditional love or universal love. And from my experience, I found it very difficult to understand this, I love you unconditionally, because I'm very logical, and I can really see, when I really love somebody, or when I'm just saying it or pretending. And I discovered recently that when it comes to loving somebody unconditionally, you need loving something, someone, any situation or anything. You need to see that thing, person, or situation as something that is part of you. You need to be one with that situation, one with that person, and one with that situation. Because if you see yourself separate from it, then it will be very hard for you to love that person unconditionally. And here is where this conditional love comes from, because when we see that thing, that person, or the situation as being different or separate from us, then we need a certain condition to quote unquote love it. However, when you expand your consciousness higher and higher, and when you get to unity consciousness, which means that you are one with everything and nothing is separate from you anymore, that person, that situation, that thing is no longer separate from you, you're one with that thing, then I found it that it's much more easier for me to love unconditionally, because once I quote unquote unify myself with everything that is around me, then this unconditional love comes naturally. So unconditional love, in my perspective, it's a byproduct of unity. Because once you feel that you're one with the situation, with the person, or with that thing, then you suddenly love it. You love it because it's a part of you. And this is where unconditional love comes from, because this type of love, it's unbound. It's without any attachment. You just love because it exists. That's all. There is no other condition. There is nothing else. It's just it exists. It's here, and you love it. That's all. It doesn't matter, what happens, or if the person changes directions, changes attitude, or changes mood. you will still love them unconditionally because you see them as a part of yourself. So yeah, let me know what you think about it, and cheers.